But I do have one more question for you before we get to the questions here, Jeffrey, because you're widely known for this across the internet,
Oh, no.
on many a podcast. But just in case,
The kids wanted to do it. I didn't want to do it. If the altar boy says go, who am I to say no?
Yes, I was going to bring up the your Reddit account.
Yeah.
No, Jeff, you're known for outside of being a prolific and excellent comedian, you're known for masturbating into a pillow by humping it, correct?
Yes, that is what I've done. I've only done it another way, maybe 2 or 3 times, and I find what you all do with your hands barbaric, primitive, and embarrassing, frankly.
Yes,
It's
I'm
wrong.
so fascinated by that.
See, this is you. You get hard thinking about, I don't know what, your podcast having 1,000 listeners, and
I haven't been hard in years. What are you talking about?
yeah, you don't get hard. That's right.
Right.
And you just move your hand up and down like that.
Yeah.
That's just, why would I want to touch myself?
And so
I'm not attracted to myself.
Yeah, could you demonstrate? You don't have to demonstrate, but you're humping the pillow.
I had the
right?
pillow. Is that why you had the pillow here?
Well, I didn't
was
mean to.
kind of why. Matt, this is the pillow. Here's my body. I go boom, 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 right like that. This isn't a good brand. This is not it's a little too hard on the surface. I wouldn't use that one.
And you're coming into the pillow.
I come like I've evolved through the years. I used to come directly onto the pillow with no boxers, and I was told, rightfully so, that was disgusting. And I had a pillow under my bed that was yellow and crusty, and that was wrong. That was wrong, but we have to learn. And now I come into my boxers, but on the pillow, yeah, but it goes into my shorts or boxers, yeah.
I have to say the thing
It doesn't last long. Lasts 30 seconds maybe. I barely last longer on a pillow than I do in a human woman.
Well,
Because I treat them all like objects, folks. That's why. I don't care about the opinion of the pillow or the woman.
Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted to bring it up. I've always been impressed by your ability to get hard and do that out of the blue.
I don't watch porn either.
Yeah,
Never.
I mean, you're a virile man.
How do you can't just imagine stuff and get hard?
No, I can't.
I have to be in the mood. I couldn't do it right now. But if I'm in my bed, I take my pants off, I could do it in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I could come.
I think I have porn sickness where I'm at the point now where I got to beat my meat a little to get
porn there. Not watching porn is one of the greatest decisions I've ever made in my life.
True.
That porn is an evil thing, and it's crazy that 99% of people watch it. That's like wild.
And they're all dying now. They're all killing themselves.
All the porn actors?
Yeah, like 5 or 6 porn actresses. I've watched them all recently. Have all killed themselves recently.
Do you give them one last go after they kill themselves?
Yeah.
It's like pouring one out for your homies. You just one more load for you, Barbie. Come on.
I read an obituary about one the other day. She blew her head off with a shotgun.
Oh,
terrible, very sad.
God.
But then in the it was like a TMZ article, and at the end they were like, she was known for best gangbang in 2017.
She won a Woody? Isn't that what they're called? Yeah.
So sad to be remembered for something.
Yeah, porn is gross, and y'all should stop watching it. Just look in your head, think back to someone you had sex with 5 years ago.
Stop touching that.
Oh, yeah, and reminisce about it. That's what I do. I just think about it one time I had sex.
Well, folks, welcome back to another episode of the Being Cool Practical Advice for Weird Little Guys podcast. You know the deal. Before I introduce our guest today, a little bit of house cleaning, keeping, again, up top. I have a quick message for all of my gay and homosexual listeners. A lot of you have been writing in saying that you will indeed provide sexual favors to me and a few of my guests. And despite everything about me, I have to come out and say, I am not a gay man. And I really wish that I was, but unfortunately, the Lord has cursed me with the disease of heterosexuality. So please, with all due respect, if you're going to write in with questions, and no more asking for photos of my feet or my testicles and cock. With that being said, Ladies and gentlemen, today we have what they call in the biz a git. One of the best comedians in America, an original weird little guy, one of the goats, the OG of the incel meme. Give it up, everybody, for Jeffrey Asmus.
Oh my God, it's good to be here on the 9-word long podcast. Glad you kept it short and easy so people can search for it.
I'm not great at branding.
Are you really getting that many gay men talking to you that you had to put a disclaimer about it?
I got 4 emails on the last episode.
They're emailing you?
2 of them were asking to see fee, and 2 of them were saying if I wanted, they would provide me with fellatio.
That's good. You don't want to drag them away with this. No, keep sending him these emails. He needs listeners. You don't want to put them away. You need the gay people.
We do love you as
huge.
Listeners, but I need questions.
And you'll
fellas.
break soon.
Yes.
You'll crack. The time will come.
Yes, I do have a quick message for P. Diddy as well. Brother, I can be bought. If you would like to.
You fuck Tucker a couple of times, he'll have a couple of 16 bars for you,
Yeah,
P. Diddy.
yeah.
He'll drag a hit or two.
Also suck on me. Jeff, I appreciate you coming on the pod. I feel like you're sort of too big for this.
Oh, no way. We always remember our former roommates. We always remember. We lived together during the pandemic, folks. You never forget those people.
Wow, incredible.
Even while you're making $60,000 to $70,000 a year, you can't say no. Gotta come back.
Yeah, pretty incredible shit. You just got back from Europe. How was that?
I was just doing some shows in Europe. No, it is Europe. It sucks because you realize how much better they're doing at everything.
Yeah.
Like the quality of life in Europe makes it look like we live in a third world country.
This is what I'm
like.
hearing.
There is no trash. There's no rats. There's really no crime. There's no cops everywhere. It's great.
Right. Is it sort of a corporate state over there like it is here? Or is it just an American thing? I can't tell.
I think they are owned by corporations, but they don't have like the chains everywhere. There's not like fucking Applebee's and Starbucks. There's no chain restaurants.
Right.
At least not in a high quantities, at least. It's just such a better. They did the colonialism thing and ruling the world. They're done with that.
They beat it.
They want to be happy.
Right.
They used to have this empire shit, and we're still like, ooh, it'd be cool to run the world. It's like, no, it sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why we have trash everywhere, because we have missiles in fucking Gaza.
Yeah, we're like on our first genocide.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
well, not our first.
Yeah, we helped the Serbs out a little bit. Yeah,
maybe the Native Americans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That they fought back, so we have a right to defend ourselves, folks.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and before we go any further, free Palestine. If you are a Zionist watching this, you can suck my big fat hog.
I agree. It's gross. These people are sick, twisted pigs. Zionists, not the Jews.
Yes, not
some
the
Jews are disgusting, but that's just because they're people, and a lot of people are evil. That's not correlating.
Yes,
they're not correlating.
And stop touching the mic so much because it will be making too much noise on the
edit.
Oh,
sorry.
I will kill myself.
I
if
will
have to
do
cut
that.
all that out.
Tucker taking an anti-Zionist stance boldly in Hollywood.
Let me tell you right now,
the man does not want a career.
Yeah, I've been trying to shut up on the internet for about 6 months now, and I am so close to breaking. It's really insane.
I mean, what did they just slaughtered 4 health workers the other day?
4 chefs.
They targeted, assassinated this van 3 times. After they told them exactly where they would be, they're like, please don't shoot us. Like, whoopsie.
A classic good guy technique, putting a missile through the van of an aid worker.
Sorry, it's Leviticus 13:35. They have the right to target, assassinate food aid workers. It's God's chosen people, folks.
Yes. If anyone needs to kill a bread baker, it's the country bombing an imprisoned population of civilians. Make absolutely no mistake.
Well, fuck around and find out, Palestine. Sorry. People always send it to me. I didn't realize FAFO meant that. I just realized fuck around and find out. And people say every time I post a pro-Palestine, they're like, they fucked around and found out. FAFO, brother.
It is interesting to watch people who support Israel go, oh, there's like real sociopaths like in large quantities out there.
This is another thing I know in Europe. In Europe, they've seen bombs. Like they were World War II happened there. They've seen what bombs look like.
Right.
We don't ever see the things we send.
Right. We
don't bomb Cincinnati. We bomb a place like 4,000 miles away. We're like, I don't know, a bomb can't be that bad. It's like if they bombed us once and we haven't shut up about it for 22 years. We do that every day to them. We're like, wow, they should just nut
Yeah.
up or shut up, brother.
I would rather live in Gaza than Cincinnati, with all due respect to the to Joe
2 or
Burrow.
3 years ago, I bet Gaza was I bet they were partying.
It
They
did
were
look
absolute.
nice.
Oh, it is. It's beautiful. I've been
Yeah.
to Israel.
But yeah, that was just some more house cleaning. Suck my cock if you're a Zionist and quit listening.
Let's go.
Anyways,
I love Tucker.
now Jeff, I did want to get into a few things with you before the question portion here, because like I mentioned at the beginning, you are the original soy boy meme guy.
I am. I'm one of the. We were on Alex Jones. Me and all my two of my pals. We were on Infowars. Every like 2 months there's a new meme with a picture of me in it, denigrating the beta boys of the 21st century, showing like a picture of John Wayne and then me and my friends smiling like, look at these gay little fucks.
They will denigrate a soy boy, unacceptable.
They always do. It's always to sell like a pill that makes your dick bigger.
Yes.
It's like, you don't want to look like this fucker. How about you buy snake oil juice?
Yeah. Or like a meal they'll ship to your house with a lot of protein.
Yeah,
in it
it's
for cheap.
always that. And then I always say, please don't use this. And then they block me. It happens every 2 or 3 months. They have no respect for the king.
And the reason I wanted to bring that up, Jeff, the theme of this podcast is how to be a cool little guy. And I feel like you've really come so far from being a virgin bedwetting soy boy meme.
Not that being a virgin is uncool. The
Right.
other things were uncool. Virginity, I actually wish I kept that.
Right,
I
that is
think
true.
having sex is one of the great regrets of my life. Sex is so mid. Tapas is better than sex. A decent sushi buffet is better than sex. Sex is a B- at best. I love my girlfriend dearly. It's not her fault. Cuddling is an A. Sex B-.
It is after a while.
You
sex
know
is
what's gonna
like-
happen. There's 4 routes. You do it. There's a combination of a few things, and then I know what's gonna happen.
Every person has like 10 fucks in them before they're like, you've seen every move I got.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna
enough."
try something new. I'm 34. I did it. I got tied up once. Whatever. It
You
ain't
got
it.
tied up?
I got blindfolded and lightly my hands were tied to the bedpost.
And then what, she
This
kind of...
girl sucked my dick. It was that was cool. I wouldn't do it again. It was kind of scary, honestly. She was weak. I know she couldn't do anything to me, but still, I don't know why a woman would be tied up. That's scary as hell.
Yeah, women love to get tied up.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, babe.
That's one of those
Sorry.
things where I'm afraid to ask a woman who likes to get tied up. I go, what happened to you as a child? My God.
My girlfriend's a therapist. You learn a lot of people were raped as
Yes,
kids,
yes.
unfortunately.
A lot of sex offenders out there that haven't been caught yet.
A lot, yeah. Oh, a lot of insurance salesmen who just diddled their daughter at the family cabin
Yeah.
a couple times.
A lot of
Great.
stand-up comedians as well. Shout out to, and we'll bleep those names. I promise I will cut that out.
Oh, I've been lighting those two up online. Every time their name comes up, one of them we're gonna bleep it, but his name comes up a lot on Reddit.
Yes.
You can figure that out for yourself, but
big Reddit.
I think his downfall will be one of the sweetest things I've ever seen. Be like
Yes.
watching the Serbs get genocided against.
And boy, it is coming.
It is coming. They dished it to the Bosnians. We'll get you, Serbian scum.
That guy blocked me, but that's okay.
What guy blocked you?
The Reddit one, because I publicly threatened to beat his ass.
When did you do that?
One night at the gutter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hit me with the block a couple weeks later. Can't even threaten to publicly whoop someone's ass
Oh
anymore.
my God. You rape a couple people, you can't expect people not to try to fuck you up. If I was as ripped as you were, I'd do it. But instead, I'm just like, oh, good to see ya.
Well, I have also nothing to lose in this business.
Right. No, I don't
you know
talk
what
to
I
him
mean?
anymore. We won't talk about the same more
Right,
folks
yes,
since we
right.
can't name them, but you'll figure it out.
Right. Yeah. So, but so I wanted to bring it up that Jeff has come so far. Jeff, you are officially one of the best comedians in America after
true.
quite a journey from breaking both your arms to. I've seen you do some of the worst gigs in the country.
I have done some of the worst shows ever.
What has this been like? How does this rise feel for you? Do you
You
feel
know-
like it's deserved?
Oh, it's well deserved.
Yes.
I am a great comedian. I don't doubt that. I do think comedy is a worthless form of art, and I regret ever pursuing it, but I am very good at it. I absolutely am good at it, but I'd rather aimlessly noodle on a harmonica in front of no one at a Jimmy John's than do what I do. But I am a funny person, no doubt. I was running from something as a child, and it built up this deep well of humor. but it doesn't bring joy, folks. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, you're sort of cursed in a way where you have been gifted with an incredible ability to be one of the best at a thing that seems to be dying very soon.
It's dying, and it's filled with just people who lack any sense of integrity or morality, and no one's good at it.
Yeah,
It's a thing that
true.
almost no one is good at. There are like 15 funny comedians.
Yep,
And it's not
true.
the famous ones, folks.
That is indeed
It
true.
is. But we're having a blast. We are making money, making a living doing it, and I would take that any day over what most of the listeners do, I'm sure.
And I think a lot of that comes to your persistence, Geoff. Obviously, you're very talented, but you're a persistent and relentless individual, which I find admirable.
I do. I've bombed thousands of times, and I just kept doing these gigs where I lost money. I've slept in my car probably 12 or 15 times.
Yeah.
I've driven 8 hours to lose $100 so many times.
Yeah.
But now it's lucrative. I make up to $2,000 a month, folks. I like that shit.
Well, yeah, and I think that's a very important trait to have, being relentless in pursuit of whatever you want, despite it seeming, even at times, mentally ill and delusional.
But comedy is fun. It is fun.
It's the best.
Doing stand-up is fun, and there are cool people, but it's more the business I hate. But the actual act of doing stand-up comedy is an amazing feeling, and the fact that most of you will never feel it is something that brings me great sadness, that you'll never feel as alive as we do, asking, what do you do, sir? How'd you two meet? He forgot how long you've been married. I bet none of you could do that.
Incredible. Well, those are the two things I wanted to touch on.
Everyone wants to talk about the pillow. People, try it. You should try. Everyone should try it. Get a nice Tempur-Pedic pillow, lay it down, and imagine it's a girl with her ass in the air. I bet you have the time of your life.
Ooh,
You'll never.
That does sound nice.
You got to get the astronaut foam.
Oh, that
you
does
got to
sound
get
nice.
the old like feather pillows. I'll do it, but no.
You know what I did one time in high school? Actually, I Googled this, so this was not an original idea, but I made a bunch of warm spaghetti, and I put it into a mason jar and put saran wrap over the top, and then I fucked it in between the couch cushions.
Wow. Okay. Was it the noodles were warm?
Noodles were warm.
You know, I bet that was great. I bet that was great. I bet that. Did you eat it?
No.
That would be next level. Oh, use your cum as seasoning.
And then the first time I had sex, I was like kind of blown away that it didn't feel like hot spaghetti, which in a lot of ways it does, actually.
It smells like rotten spaghetti. I'll tell you that much. Women have not figured that out. I mean, our balls don't taste like a floral scent, but man, pussy smells bad. I don't understand what we see in that stuff. It all smells disgusting on men and women. It's where all the sweat pools.
No, that is true.
Why are we having sex down there? Should be up here with the mouth where we wash it a lot.
Yeah, the robots just need to come in and take sex out of the equation and just let us be just like merciless dogs.
The robots can invent a Cheez-It smelling pussy. Sorry, babe. Good night. Good night, females. It's over.
A Pop-Tart flavored pussy.
Oh my God.
A little
that would be
s'mores flavored
great.
pussy. That'd be amazing. Get on it, robots. I know you're fucking watching and taking this into your algorithm and
They
using
are.
it for later.
They'll have an episode for cool little guys. Robots who want to be cool.
How to make your pussy smell like Cheez-Its.com.
Incredible. All right, Geoff. Well, thank you for answering those two questions I had for you. An absolute legendary guest already.
Sorry, I'm open and comfortable with who I am, folks.
Yes, a shameless individual, which I have nothing but admiration for, because I do believe it's one of the keys in this life is to stop giving a fuck what anybody thinks about
I
you.
mean, there are the people on Reddit are really mean to me. That does hurt me, but
What do they say?
they make fun of my moles on my face a lot.
Oh,
I honestly thought I had moles on my face, and the people on Reddit, they tell me every time, oh, you look at those mountains on it. They think they're zits every time. It's like, why would I have two zits like that on my face, folks?
That's actually a great point here, Geoff, because we have a question from a listener.
About my moles?
No,
Oh,
no,
God.
that would be crazy. That would be so disrespectful. This guy writes in and he goes, do you have any parts about yourself that you're self-conscious about?
Wow.
I have a smallish penis, and to be honest, it fucks with my confidence sometimes. I'm pretty used to it, but I was with a girl recently, and when she saw it, I watched her facial expression change. In the moment, I was kind of like, whatever. But IDK, just wondering if you guys have anything like that.
Oh, women, though, we're not shallow. Men are shallow. Oh, it's trash. Everyone's shallow. Shut the fuck up. Having a small penis is embarrassing, but you shouldn't kill yourself, buddy. I don't know if you're thinking about it, but don't. I think, you know what? My penis isn't large or small. It's perfectly sized.
That's about
So
what
I'm not,
mine
I don't feel
is.
bad. The moles on my face, I don't like that. And my arms are too skinny. That's why I wear long sleeves pretty much year round.
Yes.
I don't like how skinny my arms are.
Yeah.
Otherwise, and I have a huge birthmark on my ass, but that's kind of funny.
Yeah, that
It
is
looks like
funny.
dried poop, and I thought it was poop when I was a kid and tried to rub it off for hours.
Yeah, I do sympathize with you, brother, having a small penis. I also am like Jeff. I have sort of a perfect average cock, so I do not know the struggle you're going through. But I'm very self-conscious. I used to have a hard time getting hard, and that was also very embarrassing. And I had similar issues where women would look at my shrimp, little shriveled up, soft penis while I was supposed to be fucking them with a similar facial expression, and it was hard for me.
And here's the thing: it's their fault, not your fault, buddy. It's their fault. They if they actually liked you for who you were and are who they said they were, they wouldn't care. But they give in to porn and think. Also, a big dick ain't gonna make it better, honey.
Yeah, it ain't about the size of the hammer. Some chicks love a big giant hog, and those chicks are infected by the devil.
That is true. There's nothing ashamed to be about your body. You don't get to choose it. The only thing to be ashamed is if you get plastic surgery. That is embarrassing.
Amen.
I think
absolutely.
any work on your body, unless you have like one of those disgusting cleft lips, is wrong.
Yes,
Take the body God gave you and run with it,
I
buddy.
absolutely agree. And I would actually like to use that as a platform for this next point I want to make is that the only thing you can do wrong with a small penis is feel bad about it. Go ahead and be confident, brother, and go, you know what? Maybe I don't have the biggest hog, but have fun with it. And if they see it and they make a face, I don't know, bro, make a joke or something. If she's got you there and you pull your pants down and she laughs at your little hog, whatever, bro. Make her come or something, and then you'll be fine.
Or make a joke about her gaping vagina. Oh, I didn't know they came in that size. Yeah, gotcha.
Boom! Now all of a sudden she's powerless. You're back on top.
If they're gonna judge your body, that's lame as hell. You shouldn't judge theirs either, though. If they got those little mosquito bite titties, don't judge them either.
And also,
That's
bro,
what
if you're
they're called.
writing in about a small penis, I think you're probably pretty comfortable with it already. You're kind of ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And just know you're not alone. Like he mentioned, he's got skinny arms. I have skinny little bird legs. I only work out my upper torso so chicks will fuck me. I'm actually have a weak base and a soft cock a lot of the time. So
He used to be weak, folks. Tucker
Yeah.
used to be weak, but then he went on this creatine binge.
yes, I'm on the creatine.
He's a king of creatine.
Yeah, and if you do have a small penis, don't do anything to allow that to reflect in the real world. Like, don't get a big truck or something. It's so embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. Don't. Yes, that is lame.
Yeah,
Just
be
don't buy a
comfortable.
truck, you idiot.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than when a guy with a small penis actually acts like a guy with a small penis.
It's like, we know.
Yeah.
Just wear the shirt that says it if you're going to be like this.
Yeah.
You're going to be one of those Jersey Shore bros. They all have small penises.
Yeah. If you're
All
gonna
that
drop a missile into Gaza, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I consider every member of the IDF to have 3 inches or less on them.
Same.
I think they must.
I feel like Palestinians are absolutely packing heat,
They
and that's the
must
real
be.
reason.
If you're sniping children in a bread line, you have one of the smallest penises of all time.
Yeah.
They all have Hitler micro penises.
Yeah.
Ironically,
Yeah,
the
isn't-
irony of the Jews committing the next biggest Holocaust is something that's tough to wrap your head around, folks.
You either live long enough to see yourself become a Nazi or whatever the hell the fucking
right.
catchphrase is.
We're not dumb enough to know the Batman quote.
Yeah, I would never actually
My
quote.
favorite movie is The Dark Knight. Kill yourself. That is actually embarrassing. Having a small penis is not.
Yeah, literally. It's more embarrassing to be a Zionist.
You should
than
only
have
be
a
embarrassed
small
of things you choose in life. The things you don't choose, folks, nothing to be embarrassed about.
Amen. Embrace who you are and have zero shame about it. And
Come
my
on.
guy, you can still make a chick come with a small penis. Take it from me.
You
Just kidding,
can
man.
just listen to one of their stories and remember the middle. They'll go, oh. It's worked for me for years. I never make them come from sex. I just remember their cousin's name. It's easy.
Incredible.
Come on.
Hope that helped, brother. I don't
Hope
know. I
that
think
helped, brother.
It sounds like you're totally fine.
It was Tucker writing into his own podcast, I bet.
yeah. Me going, I got a question here, fellas. On that note, just so we know, these are actual questions from actual listeners. We have a voice question here for someone
A
called
voice
into the
question,
line.
okay.
And I do want to say, folks, I prefer the voice question.
They're
it gives
fun.
more of an authenticity to the pod here. So ladies, gentlemen, and homosexual men, if you are doing that, go ahead and call into the line here. But
Just do it. Don't do it with you like moaning. Oh, Tucker,
Yeah,
Tucker, give me
yeah.
your big penis.
Unless you're P. Diddy, in which case,
Okay. Or a
Venmo me.
woman, he'd probably like that.
Yeah, if you're a woman of any shape, size, or color, you can call and moan in anytime you want. I got to be getting me too'd any day
Oh
now.
no.
Kidding, I'm pretty celibate right
No,
now.
he would never.
No, I would never.
A good man.
I haven't had sex in months, folks.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
I quit drinking. I haven't had sex since I quit drinking.
Oh,
Not forever,
you
just-
gotta drink.
Yeah, not forever. Just
Life's
for,
too short to be sober.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like one of those fucking
Okay,
idiots.
good.
All right, let's listen to this voice note here from one of our dedicated listeners. This is a good question.
Hi. I'm trying to disguise my voice. I'm a woman, but I'm a weird little woman, and I need advice. So, okay, I've been hooking up with this guy, and I left a pair of my underwear there by accident. It was a song, and I'm convinced for some reason I'm worried that like what if there was a skid mark or something, and so I'm or like a period stain. I'm just wondering how hot do I have to be for that to be okay?
For a period.
I really need to know.
I think I know who that was. We won't say.
Yeah.
That's it is disgusting. Sometimes I look at my girlfriend's drawers. My God, what goes down in there makes Guadalcanal look like Chuck E. Cheese. Oh my God. Those things are stained beyond belief.
What? I was going to say.
Crimson red like the Wisconsin Badgers. My
What?
God.
I was going to say no big deal. If it was me, I'd put my whole face in it and sniff it.
I'm not going to do that. I don't think it's bad. Your body does that. You don't have no control over it. We're not going to act like it's beautiful.
I gotta be honest. I got kind of a panty fetish.
Really?
I love shit like that.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm sort of
and
just-
then that's good for you. That is good for you. For her, I mean, if the guy's hooking up with you, he doesn't care. I don't care about I still find my girlfriend sexy. Who cares?
Yeah, if any man,
As long as it's your smell, that's hot. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
and especially if you're sleeping with a grown ass man, if he gets mad about a little shit on a thong, he's got bigger issues.
Yeah, like
than
where
him.
do you? I mean, I don't wear boxers for this very reason, but I've been free balling for 20 years. But why do we wear underwear? It's so stupid. I actually think I am wearing it now, but this is a rare day.
Wow.
Yeah, I rarely wear
I always forget you
underwear.
free ball in the middle. I mean, you'll do it in the middle of the January heat, not
January-
July heat. I
Oh
mean.
yeah.
July
Oh,
heat.
it's a gumbo down there, folks. It's we got a little jambalaya down there. Boxers they're inhibiting. If we didn't have to wear clothes, I would never wear clothes.
You don't like a nice thong? I find thongs to be
You
so
wear a thong?
No. I mean on a
Oh.
woman.
Oh, I was like, maybe it feels good.
No,
Okay.
I just
On a
don't-
woman. Yeah, I mean, they're hot when they're on them. I have no joy when it's off them.
Really,
I'm not horned up by, oh, that used to be on your pussy. Oh,
Really, I
no.
like that.
Oh, no, I'm not. No.
I find like the laciness of a panty to really do it.
Oh,
for me.
yeah. I love it. That's great. Feels nice.
Man,
when it's on them.
I will sniff.
You sniff them?
I will sniff a panty.
Wow. Okay.
I will sniff.
Never
a panty.
done it. Maybe it could be good.
There's some perversion there on my part. I don't really know what's wrong.
I
with
guess
me,
I
but-
sniff my own farts all the time and stuff. I get
Yeah.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say my advice to you, milady, is that whoever this guy is, if you are fucking him, I'm assuming you guys get along, and he better be okay with it. Otherwise, quit fucking him.
Yeah. Unless he's like, I thought the question was gonna be that she was worried he was gonna sell him or something like that. Because that's what the guys be doing now. I feel like got to make a quick buck in Biden's America.
Yeah.
But I think you're in the clear, lady. It's not you don't control that stuff.
Yeah, and
It's all good.
and also I think Jeff's a little bit different. I don't think most men would care at all. I think most men would put their whole.
I
face
think
in it.
if I wouldn't care if I liked the person.
Right.
If that's the deal breaker, you didn't actually like them.
Right.
That's
yeah.
that's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Men,
That's crazy.
The thing is men, we love, like, women hate us, but we love women.
Yeah.
You know,
I've been saying a lot of very misogynistic things,
It's all
but
a bit.
I love women. Women
Yeah.
are great.
We like even if you got a little discharge and you're rubbing it all over your panties and leaving it there.
That's
we
great.
like that.
Women can do everything men can do except start 2 world wars. Good luck, gals.
And
I
a
doubt you
genocide
could
while
drop
you're
an
at it.
atomic bomb. No, the IDF has female soldiers. That's tight as hell. Women are slaughtering children now. Never thought they'd see the
Yeah.
day.
The woke liberal media. Slaughtering children. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty simple one. I appreciate you calling in and asking, but you got
No,
zero to worry
no
about.
shame in that
Yeah,
one. No shame.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And
Poop. If there's like actual solid poop in there, that would be wrong.
yeah, that's a bit tough.
As a man who sharts once or twice a year, that would be wrong. I've seen a shart. I know what it does to the body, and you got to throw those away right away.
Incredible.
I'm covered in shit half the year.
No boxers coming in
No
a pillow covered in
boxers,
shit.
sharting.
This guy's
Okay.
still touring the country.
You don't
love to
shart?
see it.
You guys don't shart? I mean,
I rarely shart.
Oh.
I have in my life, but
I've had some diarrhea go down my leg before.
tell the story about the time you shit yourself when your roommate was.
That's what I was referring to. Yeah. I lived with a man, a Zionist named Ron Hirschberg, who one of the few I keep in my life. Because he's one of the greatest comedians in the country.
An amazing comedian.
I'll turn him one day. But yeah, I think he'd be fine if I said that. Whatever.
Yeah.
But we only had one bathroom, and Ron did this thing where he liked to take a bath every day for like an hour and a half from 9:30 to 11 in the morning. He'd read this massive book. He'd tub for an hour and a half and lock the door. And I had to shit really bad, and I was too polite to knock and make this little tub of matzah get up. So I just did the potty dance in the living room till I couldn't do it anymore, and then I just did a massive load of diarrhea down my leg, all over the wooden floor, all over my shorts, and then I just had to find a towel, clean it up, and wipe myself off of shit, and then I threw it in the dumpster, and I didn't tell anyone for months.
I mean, do you see how far he's come? You can overcome anything.
And then I went to an open mic like an hour later, and I was like, dating's hard. I wonder why. I can't get a girlfriend.
I mean, guys, you can overcome anything.
You can
in this
overcome
life.
anything.
This
My
guy's
God.
a giant comedian. Now he's shitting his pants years ago.
Yeah,
this is recent.
Yeah, this is 3 or 4 years ago.
Incredible.
God.
Just keep being persistent.
Be
and
who
get out
you
there.
are. I couldn't. It's not my fault. I wet the bed till I was 16. You know, I'm used to being covered in myself.
Absolute legend. Incredible. All right, we got another question here. We got a few more, then we'll be done here. I love this question. It's so nice. Sometimes I get questions and I go, "This I might as well have written this question." Make absolutely no mistake.
He did it though.
Yeah, I didn't
Real
write this
people.
one. Not yet, but I will be having a couple robots writing in any day now. This one says, Tucker, my chick has been hinting at an open relationship on and off for a while now. In a lot of ways, I'm like, that could be pretty great, but also the thought of her getting railed by some random fucking guy is a hard pill for me to swallow. We have been dating for around 2 years and are pretty serious, and I don't want to lose her, but it seems like something she really wants to at least try out. What are your thoughts? Thanks.
Well, Tucker, you went down that road one time.
Yes, I would like to take this from
How
the-
long were you doing that again?
Very briefly, maybe 3 months, maybe 4. Let me tell you something about open relationships, my guy. They are liberal propaganda, and nobody in them is being honest with themselves. They are lying and going, I think I like this.
You could argue the same about monogamy, though, as well.
Well, yes, but at least monogamy, you need some sort of confines in your relationship to fight against. It can't be willy-nilly.
I think the free-for-all will never work. If you put some rules, maybe like twice a year, you get to hook up with someone, I think that
Yeah.
could be fine. You can't just do a free-for-all. That will never go well.
And what you're imagining, bro, is you're going, damn, I'm going to get some pussy. She's going to get some dick. It's going to be nice. But what's really going to happen, bro, is you're going to struggle to get some pussy. And she's going to meet a guy that she fucks consistently and often and will develop feelings for. And that will make you put a shotgun in your mouth and blow the back
Is
of your
that what
brains
happened
out.
to you? Did she develop feelings for a guy?
Yeah. I guess I
really?
should tell a personal story. I was in a relationship where this happened to me, and she got involved with a doctor with an MBA at a time when I was unemployed, which is how you know I'd be slinging dick that I could pull a chick.
I mean, I used to hear it through the walls. Tucker's a moaner, folks. We don't yuck someone's yum, but the man likes to let you know he's clapping.
But just know, bro, I've been there, and I hate to break it to you because this is tough probably to hear on a fucking podcast if you are listening. But typically that means she is either thinking of moving on or is going to move on if she doesn't get what she wants. That's not always true, but there's some sort of sexual misconnection happening there that you either need to address, or that relationship is not going to last much longer.
Or a threesome.
Yes.
You get both involved. That could be fun.
Yeah,
Go to one of those sex parties. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Really?
I'd be fine with that. I don't think I'd enjoy it, but you gotta try everything once in life.
Yeah, I would love
You
to
get
do
one. I would love to go
that.
to
You
a
would
sex.
go to an orgy? You don't even like sex.
Yeah, it'd be fun to watch.
Right.
I mean, I'd be in and out in a minute. I don't need to. I don't need to stay around for very long.
Right. Yeah.
I'd kind of be up by the buffet, and my girlfriend would be a buffet for someone. Probably.
I would love to go to a sex
I would
party
like
and
to
just-
do that once, babe. If you're listening, maybe.
I have trouble coming, so I feel like at a sex party, I would be the
Yeah, me and you are
darling.
the opposite. I could come before. I've come before I even enter the canal. Before
Oh,
you
right.
shoot down covering fire.
I think that's a better problem to have.
I'm fine. I used to be embarrassed by it. I love it.
Yeah,
We're done. It takes 7 minutes to have sex.
and it's flattering as well. when
yeah,
they're
it's like, oh, you have the best pussy ever.
Yeah.
This never has happened. It's happened every time I've had sex for 15 years. Oh, it's just for you, babe. Only you could do this to me.
Yeah, I have trouble coming, and women are like, "Is this guy gay or what's going on?"
Yeah, didn't a Hispanic woman like call you gay?
No, that was actually the Michael.
Oh, that
Rice.
was our friend Mike Rice.
Yeah,
oh, she yelled at him
Yeah,
because he
called
couldn't
him
get
an
hard.
FA.
Wow.
You know what?
I've thought about the open relationship a couple of times, but yeah, it ain't it. I don't think it's it. It seems like a good idea, but you're not Steven Tyler. You're not Meek Mill. You're not gonna get as much pussy as you think you're gonna get.
Meek Mill ain't
That
exactly.
wasn't the best example. Those were two not great examples, but you understand what I'm saying.
Meek Mill's in a sort of open career, if you will, of his own. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, bro, by all means, try it out if you'd like to. But I will tell you that is a sort of a thing you can't a Pandora's box you can't close.
We know people who did it, and the rule, you need rules.
Yeah.
When it's a free for all, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You gotta have rules.
And my sort of Republican opinion is no one should be having that much sex anyways. Find someone.
Yeah,
and settle down.
if you need more, there's more to life than sex, folks. If that's ruling your relationship, then maybe you're not ready to date.
Yeah.
Stop being a little dumb pig. Come ain't it.
But 2 years is sort of that moment where she's probably going, all right, what are we doing? It seems like she's probably looking for a little more dick from you, brother. So either get to laying it down,
Right.
or confront this while you can.
Or be willing to let her go out.
Yeah.
You just be okay with it.
Yeah. Then you're really getting cucked, and that's fucking embarrassing.
Nothing wrong with being cucked.
Sounds like a
Never
man.
done it. Never done it.
Yeah.
I don't think that cuck is where you watch someone have sex with your
Yeah, you kind of
girlfriend.
sit in the chair and jerk off.
Nah, I don't know if I could do that.
I don't think I could do that.
I could do
either.
it once just to be like, oh, she never makes that noise with me.
Yeah.
But then I would never do it again.
I think I could do it and like get off to it, but I could never look at her the same again.
It would have to be someone I respected.
Yeah.
It couldn't be a crowd work comic. Need to be like Dave Attell. I watched Dave Attell fuck my girlfriend.
Yeah, David Tell could plow my wife.
It's like, okay.
Not fucking Matt Rife. I'd be
Yeah.
so mad. He'd have his dick in her mouth. Like, what do you do for a living?
Cancel culture's crazy, dude.
Yeah. All right, incredible. Again, bro, I know that can be tough to hear, and I hope hey, it does work for some people. I've actually never seen it last, but
most relationships don't last, so
yeah,
you could argue anything's gonna fail. So why not
yeah.
rock the boat a little bit?
And you just won't be getting as much pussy as you think you're gonna get, but
Yeah.
it will be fun for a bit.
We don't know what you look like. I'd like to know the number in balance. If she's an 8,
Yeah.
you're a 5. You're a 5. You're an 8. She's a 5.
which is never
Which has
how it
never
is.
happened in the world. But
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know what this guy looks like.
Yeah, it seems like you're willing to try, and I'm just letting you know. Once you do, some dude is gonna plow her silly, and she'll come home and never look at you the same again. Don't ask me how I know that. It's from personal experience.
Just send us a picture of her, and we'll look at it and really formulate our thoughts. Send us like 5 or 6 pictures of her.
Yeah, it is interesting when another guy fucks your girl and comes sees you, and you're like, oh, I guess I don't.
Did you meet the guy ever?
Get this? I used to party with him in college.
Oh, how did that?
He actually followed me on IG a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they still dating?
No, she's with some smoking hot white guy. now.
Oh,
This guy was a black doctor with an MBA, and to be honest, he's awesome.
dang.
In
That
retrospect,
sucks. You want it to be a loser. That's
No,
what you want.
he was like a shredded marathon running,
Ooh.
6-pack, 8-pack doctor with an
Oh,
MBA at U Chicago.
Dang. Well, that'll do it. You Chicago, dang.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can't
that had an
compete.
effect on me mentally that turned me into a sort of monster.
I do remember that. Tucker had a low period. We all, the pandemic hurt us all differently.
It's okay. We come back around, fellas. We are persistent and we
Be
continue to
persistent.
overcome.
Never give up till God tells you to. And he will tell you to. You do have to listen to that voice.
Incredible. All right, one more question.
One
here,
more
folks.
cue from the folks.
One more cue.
You
And
guys
this-
have good questions, honestly.
Yeah, and this is another good one. I appreciate the woman who wrote this in. She asked to keep it anonymous.
We
and you better
appreciate
believe I
all
will.
women, though.
Yes, and we love women. And shout out to all women. All right, she says, hey, cool guys, keep this anonymous, please. I'm a 28-year-old woman from New York, and I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for almost 1.5 years. I love him, and I can see a future between us, but we have money issues, parentheses, kinda, let me explain.
Oh.
My boyfriend and I both have jobs. He makes good money, but I make about 4 times what he makes.
Oh.
While I've always been someone who doesn't care how much my partner makes, and I definitely make it a point not to make a big deal about the disparity here, I struggle with the feeling like I'm emasculating him by offering to pay for everything all the time. I feel like if the roles were reversed, it wouldn't be an issue on either end, which is pretty annoying, but it is what it is. For example, he's super hot and we have similar senses of style, so I often buy him clothes because it's just so much fun for me to see him looking sharp and cool. But he tells me not to buy him so many gifts because he knows that he's not in a position to reciprocate. That being said, I know he can't reciprocate, but I don't care. I just want us to both have fun with my money. It's a little long. For the record, he's not telling me that he's feeling emasculated, but I do kind of feel the vibe that he's upset that he can't do more to take care of me. It's also preventing us from moving in together at the moment because while I don't necessarily feel uncomfortable sharing space for which I'm 80% financially responsible for, I do feel as though I should be in charge of decorating, dictating what happens in our shared space if I'm paying that much more than him.
Oh.
And that's probably not conducive to a healthy and equal relationship. How would you navigate this, assuming our relationship isn't in danger, he's working on his financial situation, and that ultimately we're both very good communicators who love each other very much and are eager to have hard conversations? I just don't want him to always feel like a sugar baby. I never ask for anything in return. He already gives me everything I need and want, and I reiterate that often. Thanks.
Wow. Okay.
An
Well,
excellent question.
first of all, learn how to edit.
Wordy, but
I
a
mean,
good
God, a
question.
little concise could help. Concise. Jesus. Yeah, I hope you're not a copywriter. But good question. Yeah. It's interesting to see the roles reversed from your. This is big for women, that women make a lot of money. That's
Yes,
huge.
yes,
Women
this
can
is a
be
new age
You can be
problem.
as empty as men are. That's good. You can realize it doesn't matter how many cars you have, honey. You still want to kill yourself. But I think, yeah, I was on her side till she's like, I get to dictate the apartment and all that. That's lame.
No, I kind of agree
If you
with
pay
her.
for the rent, you don't get to dictate the look of the apartment.
But 80%, she's paying 80% of the
You
rent.
can maybe you don't get to pick everything. I mean, he's got to have
Right.
some say. I mean, money. I'd like to know what they do. Her job is probably evil. That's how you make more money. So I don't know. Maybe who knows what I'd like to know what the jobs are. Honestly, know where the moral weight lies. Honestly, but I think
I will
it's
say,
kind of tough.
I feel like this woman has a pretty healthy relationship with dating a broke man. Most women would be a little meaner about this.
Like how? Yeah, it's 4 times. Is she making 80? He's making 20, or is she making 200 and he's making is he actually broke, or does she just live a rich life? I'd
She
like
said
to
he
know.
makes good money.
So that if he's making 80K, then maybe you need to realize that all these fancy things you think are important in life, maybe they're not. Maybe you should give more money to charity and not spend all your money on these fancy clothes and fancy things while people around you suffer and you walk by homeless people every day. And maybe realize that capitalism is destroying the very soul of you. Maybe give some of your money away and you'll feel better about yourself.
It's also excellent advice.
Yeah.
It doesn't really answer the question.
Doesn't
but
really
also
answer the
excellent
question. I'm
advice.
just saying, maybe you don't need nice things. What are we, kids? You don't need nice things to be happy.
But also, I will say, it sounds like this man is like doing a nice job of communicating his feelings about it. The worst thing would be a guy who's just like broke and is trying to mooch off you. It sounds like this guy is a
Sounds
reasonably
like he's not mooching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just buy him things, and if he says no, then go with that. But if he doesn't say anything, he probably likes it.
Yeah.
People like getting things.
What you're really running into here, it actually has nothing to do with money, to be quite frank. What you're running into here is the male-female power dynamics in society are changing, And you're kind of having to come to terms with the fact that maybe you kind of always expected to be maybe not the wealthier one in the relationship, but maybe to be a bit more submissive in some sort of way. It doesn't have to be financially or something.
Oh.
And maybe you're kind of dealing with that. And that's a harder thing to wrap your head around. But he seems emotionally aware and intelligent enough to not be disrespectful about the position he's in. So
Yeah.
I would maybe do a little more internal discovery on if you're comfortable being in those roles as far as power dynamics go.
All I'd say, ladies, is it's lonely at the top. And whatever you do, now you know how we've been feeling.
Yeah.
We don't want to pay for your meals every fucking time.
Yeah.
It sucks. It doesn't make you feel good. Just now the shoes on the Louis Vuitton shoes on the other foot.
It is nice seeing women have to go through what we go through.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
The
hey,
red bottoms on the other foot. How about that?
nothing worse than going out with a chick and you're like, you want to grab a drink? She's like, yeah, I'll have the most expensive Moscow mule you got here. You're like, babe, what the hell? I'm just trying to get
so
my dick
lame.
touched.
Come on. You get beer on the first date. I don't care if you don't drink it.
Yeah.
You drink beer till you can't walk. That's what I do.
But
I think the woman, just keep doing what you're doing. If he says something, it doesn't seem like you're doing anything wrong. So I
Yeah.
think just keep doing it.
You seem emotionally aware of the situation. He seems emotionally aware of the situation. I trust him to figure it out. I trust him to be cool about it in the process. And you seem patient enough to deal with that. And that is what we call, folks, a healthy
Compromise,
relationship.
yes. Or
Compromise.
maybe give up enough money so you make what he makes a year.
Yeah.
Maybe help the world, you dumb idiot.
Yeah, maybe go to Gaza with some of that money
Yeah,
and then
maybe.
get nuked by a fucking Israeli missile for trying to
Yeah.
feed starving
Yeah.
children.
Yeah, give the money to a van that brings food there that could be targeted assassinated.
Incredible. I hope that helped, lady. We are finally at the end of the episode.
Sorry
here.
you're rich. Sorry. That was just her bragging. I got so much money. I don't even know if I can be in love.
I love wealthy women. Shout out to a
No,
powerful
that's
woman. I kind of want to be
great.
dominated. Let me smell your panties, etc., etc. Kidding, I know her now.
Tucker would be a sugar baby.
I'm waiting.
I don't know why. I mean, the guy might like this idea of emasculating. What if the guy doesn't? Not everyone subscribes to that bullshit.
Yeah, I'm trying
This
to.
guy
be,
could love this. His could be his dream. You don't know.
You could be like, my boyfriend posts little videos on the internet about pussy. About what t-shirt to wear to get you the most pussy. It's awesome.
And I run the world's largest hedge fund.
a match made in heaven,
Yeah,
really.
that'd be great. Oh, you'd love a little lady to pay your bills at the studio.
I did go on a date with a chick who didn't know. I don't know how she found my IG, but she was like, your Instagram is interesting.
Oh no, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Guess
She
what
did,
though? I clapped. Make no
didn't you never
mistake.
talk to her again?
Nope, I ghosted her actually.
Dang.
Sorry, not
Was
to
she
be.
kind of a loser?
She was just a little annoying, and
Yeah.
and I'm also kind of a douchebag, and I do
Yeah.
disrespect people. In
You
that
don't
way.
date sober?
I haven't gone on a
even
date
try?
in 3 months. No.
Dang, I couldn't do it sober. First date, you gotta get drunk.
This chick left me her number the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to break this sobriety. It's like it's time." That's like a
Oh
sign.
really?
That's like a sign.
She
from
just
the
gave it to you in the wild.
at work. She left her number, and I was like, "This is a sign." But that's a sign to be like, "Hey,
yeah,
go
yeah.
out
You
and
gotta have a
beverage."
couple Coronas.
Yeah,
Oh boy, folks, call the NYPD. Tucker's on the prowl.
we're about.
Oh,
I'm getting
boy.
back to being in a relentless whore with debaucherous behavior.
He's gonna be a gutter in Chinatown in a couple weeks.
Yeah, with P Diddy's dick in my ass.
Oh,
All
wow.
right,
Getting
folks.
flown out to Antigua and Barbuda. Yeah.
What an absolutely incredible episode,
Oh,
Jeff. You're
good,
truly just one of the funniest guys of all time, an
You
amazing
did it.
comedian, and a guy who has overcome so much and is one of the original weird little guys to become great. Plug your shit, brother. Thank you
Virgin
for
till
doing the
25, folks. That could be. Maybe if you had some self-control and believed in an all-powerful God, you could do the same. But these godless heathens could never do what I've done. You know it, folks. Go to whitecomedian.com. Buy a ticket. I'm touring in every fucking nook and crevice of this nation. I'm going to record one of the greatest hours of all time this fall, and then I'm probably going to disappear off the face of the earth for a while. But until then, it's going to be some good comedy.
The only
go.
true alpha. That's it for the Being Cool Practical Advice for Weird Little Guys Too Long of a Title podcast. And thanks again, guys. Have a great week.
Peace.